How did that still catch me? I still killed the bastard. Hopefully he doesn't respawn. He probably will. Because this game is gay. It's actual trash. Like literal fucking garbage. But it's good garbage. And it's my garbage. Dude, I hate you so much. I don't even... What? The game's pathfinding is so trash. But then in the catacombs, for some reason, they're just so unbelievably, insanely, unfairly... Like... It's just so dumb. Dude! I hate this game. I hate this game. I hate this game. Fucking pussy bitches. Kid. How? Why did he run out here? What? What are you even supposed to do? I just don't get it. I really don't understand. what it is that this game wants me to do.
What's that then? Need some smithing, then produce me some way. What was that about? Don't be coming around here without a...
I hate this game. I hate this game. Oh my god, I hate this game.
Run! What are you doing? You have full stamina. Run!
Oh my fucking god! Why?
How are you already back? Fucking loser. Where's that skull going? They could just break through them. Of course they can. Why wouldn't they be able to? That makes perfect sense. I'm the idiot here. Not the game. The game's perfectly fine. The game makes total sense of the game. The game's all good. Nothing wrong with the game. The game's perfect the way it is. Out. Okay. What? How is that fair? Dude, what the fuck? Every single time. How did that hit me? That was nowhere near me. What the fuck? It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Why are they... Dude, what? Dude, why does this game exist? Why? It's fine. 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 It's all fine. Hunky dory. It just makes no fucking sense. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Love it. Love it. Why are you out here? Why are you out here? You should not be out here yet. Let me through, you bastard! How? That doesn't make sense! And the skull doesn't even explode. I got through here like 5 times earlier. Why is it not working anymore? What is happening? Yep, now I've just been blasted by fucking 2 skulls. And now I'm dead. And these guys are alive. Of course they're alive. Why would they not be alive? Oh, I really want to smash something, but everything around me is expensive. So I can't. At least these guys are gone now. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Ew. Ew. Nah, wouldn't. Why? Of course.
Why?
Long gone are the days of Dark Souls being an obscure Japanese release. Everyone within the current gaming landscape has at least heard of the series. With its punishing nature and overall difficulty presented to the player, it has garnished a reputation of one of the most challenging games of the modern era. Nevertheless, there is a subset of gamers to whom simply finishing the game isn't enough. Instead, they choose to race against the clock and attempt to beat it as fast as possible, incorporating breathtaking strategies in their pursuit of the fastest possible speedrun. Strategies often completely missed by the general player base. I often get asked how the different glitches, exploits, and strategies utilized by Dark Souls speedrunners get discovered. My answers are usually either by accident,
What?
trial and error, or by building upon already acquired profound knowledge of the game. In most cases, it will be the speedrunners or glitch hunters who come up with these game-breaking discoveries, allowing for world record times to be continuously lowered and pushed to their limits. Yay! Sub 20! Sometimes, however, it is not people from within the speedrunning realm who end up being the inventors of brand new strategies or exploits. With a game like Dark Souls, many people enjoy and replay the title. The more people play it, the higher the likelihood of something special occurring. It is one of these rare instances where an outsider came into the speedrunning community and ended up transforming Dark Souls speedruns, which we will cover today. A mysterious individual revealing a shocking new strategy hidden in plain sight all along. Please enjoy the story a decade in the making. Dark Souls has 26 different bosses overall, 4 spectacular ones contained within the DLC portion of the game: Sanctuary Guardian, Artorias, Manus, and last but not least, Calamite. It is this ancient dragon who has a distinct gimmick tied to his fight. While the other 3 bosses are confronted head-on immediately upon entering their arena, stepping foot inside Calamite's domain results in the chosen undead being burned to a crisp, while the beast enjoys its view from high up above. Although damaging Calamite in this state is possible, we are limited to ranged attacks only. At the same time, his attacks covering the entire terrain deal huge amounts of damage and poise, making most attempts to block them a hopeless effort. Clearly, in order to have a chance at slaying this mighty creature, grounding it would be necessary. This is where we meet Goth, a giant archer with a giant bow, and the legends say he's a pretty good shot as well. The issue is that he somehow ended up residing atop this tower, with a single tiny ladder leading up to it, locked behind a door. Of course. Opening this door requires the crest key to be obtained, which is guarded by a mimic further down the abyss-rotten Ulusil township. After this detour, one doesn't have to ask Goth twice to help them out. Nice shot. Oh yeah, Goth is blind by the way. Anyways, with Calamite injured, re-entering his arena now results in a grounded encounter, and the boss can be faced in a regular battle. While it seems that completing this side quest is mandatory for Calamite to be killed, Dark Souls rarely limits the player's options, and it didn't take long after the DLC's release until a way to bypass this requirement was discovered. With an extremely high-leveled character coated in heavy armor along with a highly protective shield, it was possible to hide beneath this waterfall, where Calamite's AoE attacks didn't spread out as much, hitting the chosen undead only once or twice per each attack. Surviving the cycle of attacks created an opportunity to shoot an arrow every time Calamite approached the arena. The damage dealt with each arrow was understandably low, so depleting Calamite's health bar with this method took well over an hour, making it quite the opposite of a speedrun. Once his health reached 0, a death animation would play after the current one was finished. The player was rewarded with the Calamity Ring and 60,000 souls, proving the boss was indeed dead. The developers expected the community to figure out a way of killing Calamite without Goth's assistance, as doing so results in the giant delivering a special line of dialogue.
And I see that the great black dragon Calamite is dusted by thine hand, wondrously played. Lord winds, blessing upon thee.
This strategy would understandably find no use in speedrunning, but it was nevertheless good to know about, as many other groundbreaking strategies started from small beginnings. And although it took 6 long years, even Golfless Calamite would eventually see a breakthrough. In the summer of 2019, an unfamiliar individual joined the Speed Souls community Discord, posting their first message. Claiming it was probably not very useful, they linked to a YouTube video, the only one on their channel, titled Calamite Before Goth, Sorcery Strategy. The individual's name was Skydan, and they had no idea about the avalanche their not very useful strategy was about to start. The video itself shows Skydan utilizing a very stable shield to block, although not fully absorb Calamite's air attacks. Instead of standing all the way in the back of the arena under the waterfall like the old approach did, they advanced as close to Calamite as possible, putting the boss within the range of magic spells, something the old positioning couldn't do. As Skydan was able to survive the initial onslaught, they simply healed back up between Calamite's attack cycles, managing to safely cast one Soul Spear before being forced to block the next set of attacks. Although this strategy still took a considerable amount of time, it was an extreme improvement over the 1 hour lasting bow version. It also didn't require such a high-end character, making it much more achievable in regular playthroughs. While Skydan wasn't able to further optimize the strategy, it is here where the community aspect of speedrunning comes into play. Many people view speedrunning as all about competition and shattering world records. While these achievements are remarkable on their own, they present just the peak of the speedrunning mountain which is made up of teamwork of people who share their love for a single video game. Skydan even mentioned they discovered the sorcery approach all the way back in 2017, but had no way of capturing it. While Dark Souls speedrunning was very different during that time, just imagine how much history's timeline could have been altered. It was clear this method of fighting Calamite without Goth possessed great potential, as being able to skip the second trip to Calamite, obtaining the Crest Key, and visiting Goth in his tower saved almost 3 minutes. There were still problems holding this strategy back, however. First was the lack of damage. The red Tearstone Ring's effect is only active while under 20% health, therefore it was out of question, because blocking Calamite's attacks didn't completely negate the incoming damage. Second was the inability to hit Calamite more than once per each cycle. If these issues could be resolved, Gothless might have become viable even in the fastest speedrunning routes. Regarding our damage output, Calamite's damage is a mix of physical and magic, making it problematic to fully absorb with almost any reasonably available shield. But Skydan had a different thought. Could there instead be a way of enhancing whatever shield we had at the time and block Calamite's attacks that way? This idea was indeed going in the right direction. A rarely used sorcery guarded by the channelers of Duke's archives, the Strong Magic Shield, might just fit our specific needs perfectly. It can be applied to any shield and not only increases the stability of the buffed equipment by 50%, but primarily negates all successfully blocked damage. This would mean that as long as none of Calamite's attacks broke our guard, we could survive with arbitrary amount of health, allowing the red Tearstone Ring to be used, providing a substantial boost to our damage. This is exactly the method Kamul used to finish the Gothless fight in just 2 minutes, pushing it even closer to speedrunning viability. As for the cycles, remember how I mentioned the attacks covered the entire arena? Well, further testing of positions around the edge revealed not only a spot from which hitting 2 Soul Spears per cycle was possible, but also a blind spot by the left side, where Calamite's second attack didn't need to be blocked. These two developments combined allowed killing the boss comfortably in just 3 or even 2 cycles, depending on the damage available within the particular route. Furthermore, the Dusk Crown Ring, which grants 50% extra castings to spells, was also used in order to have 4 strong magic shield casts available for the fight. That made approaching the arena's edge very simple. After rigorous testing throughout the entirety of ESA Summer 2019, Kumul was successfully able to incorporate Golfless into the 100% world completion category and achieved the world record of 3 hours, 32 minutes, 27 seconds with it. 100% in particular enjoys plenty of levels and equipment obtained throughout the run, so it was only natural this would be the first place of its use. Something with less available resources, such as the All Bosses category, had little chance of making Golfless worth it, as obtaining extra necessary equipment without wasting too much time was impossible. That is, until Dark Souls Remastered speedrunners became filthy rich through the prom swap glitch, whose story I detailed in one of my previous videos. It will be linked in the description for those interested. Golfless in Remastered All Bosses was so groundbreaking that it completely changed the core of its route, switching from the Black Knight Halberd to Sorcery.
Info for our quest. He tells us we're to succeed Lord Gwyn, usher in a new age of fire, cast away the dark, and break the curse of undeath. For this, he sends us on a fetch quest to get something called the Lord Vessel from Inner Londo, but we can't get there without going through Sen's Fortress, so that's our next stop. He then becomes a vendor, kind of, in that you can feed him all of your unwanted items in return for souls. We stop at Laurentius to upgrade our Pyromancer Flame because even though we aren't using it, we do need it to be at about level 10 to advance his quest. And with all that settled, we head off to... well, actually not just yet. First, I need to get my main weapon, which drops from these snake boys, and it's a fairly rare drop, so pardon me as I farm them for a bit. Oh, thank fucking God. We top our new sword off at plus 10, convert our mace to a divine mace, and now we finally head off to the catacombs. We still have a lady to rescue after all, and we can't leave that thread hanging forever. What's good, Skele boys? I'm rocking a divine mace now, delivering the good word of Jesus through the power of blunt force trauma. So the reason we wanted a divine weapon in the first place is because these skeletons down in the catacombs are not only weak to divine weapons, but they also won't stay dead unless killed by one or you kill these nearby necromancers that keep reviving them.
No, but then there's also...
And unfortunately, Lightning Spear does not count as divine damage. I like the little head pat they do when they revive. It looks so goofy. Ew, gross. So the catacombs themselves are pretty neat, honestly. They're sufficiently creepy looking, filled to the brim with skeletons, and more than a few secrets to find. It's big, it's dark, it's catacomb-y, but apart from that, I don't have anything specific to mention, so instead... Hey, so this segment was supposed to have the Spooky Scary Skeletons remix by Living Tombstone playing, but apparently that gets completely screwed by YouTube copyrights, so just imagine it here. So how many of you didn't know there was an illusory wall here that led to a bonfire? I know there's probably a few of you at least. Also, I thought Patches was supposed to be here, but oh well. After our super happy skeletal fun times, it's time for...
1, 2, 3,
4.
4.
How many ears are in my store? I know you're stealing.
Yeah, I got nothing to add here, moving on. And now it's time for everyone's favorite level. The one where you can't see shit. I really don't know why this specific trope just keeps showing up in games, but here it is, in all its frustrating, unfun glory. The second you cross the threshold into this area, the game's brightness fucking plummets and you have to rely on either slow, careful movement to progress, or if you're lucky enough to find a skull lantern on one of the necromancers earlier, you can use that to light your way. There's two other methods, the light spell you get from the DLC and the sunlight maggot, but more often than not, your two options are either lantern or good fucking luck, dumbass, hope you like fumbling around in the dark. Thankfully, we don't have to go all the way through this area yet, just a good portion of it. I'll save most of my opinions on this place for when we return here, but just... yeah. Anyway, after stumbling through the dark, we find Mr. Patches at last, and I'm not even going to pretend to not know what's coming next. He, of course, tries to convince us there's treasure over the ledge, and then...
Fine. I mean, there is, though.
Oh no, who could have seen that coming? Fun fact, if you haven't gotten a lantern yet, don't worry, the game graciously gives you one now. So to recap, if you hadn't found one earlier, then after fumbling about damn near entirely blind, battling giant skeletons in the dark, and trusting every single blind jump and slide, we would finally get the thing we need to navigate this place reliably. No. Not yet. Anyway, we find Rhea down here in the pit, and unsurprisingly, her two bodyguards have both gone hollow, leaving her trapped. Vince and Nico are both fairly tanky, but our new weapon makes short work of them. After we ensure her escape, we yoink ourselves back to the bonfire and finally back up to Firelink. Petrus is less than pleased we rescued Rhea.
For the little madam is not worth her salt without her family name.
Charming. We find Rhea in the undead church we were in all those hours ago, and now she becomes a miracle vendor for us. We want her spells, as she gives some of the best miracles in the game, and in order to advance her story, we need to buy all of them off of her, so goodbye, souls. And finally, with all of that out of the way, we make our way back to Andre and enter...
Sen's Fortress!
Welcome to beautiful Sen's Fortress, proving grounds of the undead, and most likely the sole source of entertainment for some sick motherfucker with too much time on their hands. Who needs legs? You know, despite being a house of traps, the actual traps here are pretty out in the open. This would be the perfect excuse to throw in some genuine rage game bullshit, like having the floor fall away from you without warning, but in all seriousness, Sen's wild ride is actually fairly tame. Now, that doesn't make it easy, of course. We got fights on precarious walkways with little room to maneuver, giant boulders that I love using as impromptu parry attacks, pendulous blades that'll send you flying into a tar pit, and if the fall doesn't kill you, hello, sir. Arrow traps, a mimic, this one elevator that I guarantee got you on your first playthrough, don't lie. This snake dude here just chillin', more boulders that have the power of reverse momentum, and of course, snitties. Kind of. And that's not counting the outside where we have a giant on the rooftops hucking massive fire bombs down at us. I won't show the entirety of my Sen's Fortress journey. It's a pretty big place with a fair amount of secrets. I did look for just about everything there was to find here, and there was no shortage of dumbassery such as this. I may just do a whole follow-up vid with some extra clips that I couldn't fit in. There's plenty in this whole playthrough I haven't shown. Sen's Fortress is like the depths in that it's more of a connecting area, but it's overall more memorable. It certainly does sell the whole House of Traps thing. I love this view from one of the balconies. Seeing the first bell tower off in the distance is a nice reminder of how far we've come. Oh, and of course, we have our second encounter with our dear Onion Knight.
Perhaps I could try some rolling. Bah, no chance. My head would spin.
While we're here, we have an NPC to rescue, which first requires us to do a little trolling. Big Hat Logan, very aptly named, is trapped here and requires assistance. Not a problem, I snagged a key earlier for just this occasion. He'll be skedaddling back to Firelink, so for now, onwards we press. We take out the firebomb lobbing giant for no other reason than pure spite for its existence and prepare to finally take on the area boss. You know, I was going to do the thing where you summon Iron Goddamn Tarkus, that is his full name, and let him solo the thing, but I needed an extra sunlight medal, so I summoned a fellow Sunbro and regretted my actions almost immediately. Oh well, gotta live with it.
Cool.
I'll be honest, the Iron Golem looks intimidating, but it's a complete pushover. Literally.
That looks like a
and
sick
yes,
fight,
you
though.
can make it fall off the edge of the arena with that and kill it instantly. I didn't do that since I wanted to get at least some fight footage out of this thing. I'll say though, the biggest threat it does pose is knocking you off the ledge, since its swings can definitely send you flying if you're not careful. Apart from that though, there's really not that much to talk about here. The real boss of Sen's Fortress is just the whole thing. The Iron Golem is more like a reward for getting to the end.
Why you bully me?
And with the triple pelvic thrust of the gods, we topple the Iron Menace. We briefly ponder the mystical orb of forward progression, and finally, we're hoisted up over the horizon.
Oh shit. Into Anorlondo, right? Right? Anorlondo! Oh, not there. Dude, I'm not even halfway through this fucking video.
High upon the mountains, bathed eternally in the golden glow of the sun, spanning out as far as the eye can see, Anorlondo, the city of sunlight and the home of the gods. Very few things in gaming compare to that first sight. Coming up over the mountaintops and seeing the city in all its glory just gleaming in the warm glow of the setting sun. Or rising. Either way, it's a breathtaking sight. And yet, following your journey from the crumbling undead asylum through the mossy and rustic burg and the utterly squalid Blighttown is pretty brilliant. I said I'd have more to say about the world earlier, and here it is. After subtly questioning whether or not this world you've been chosen to fight for is worth saving at all, the game's unspoken narrative plays its final card here. You've seen the worst, the lowest, where the least wanted and most desperate were confined to and locked away. Now, you see where the highest rung in this old world social order resided. A city of gold and stone, beautiful and eternal, looming above it all, unbothered by the perils suffered by those beneath, as if existing in a reality all its own. I should reiterate, I'm not quoting the lore here or trying to be 100% accurate. This is purely my interpretation and mine alone, just from looking at the way the world's presented. After everything you've experienced in the world at this point, Anor Londo really—
Dude, this video is amazing, by the way. It is The Day the World Got Good by Seth Orvin. I'm sure you know it if you play Dark Souls, probably, or you know of the guy at least. I'm subscribing to him now. What a fucking baller, seriously. Back in. I'm in the deep area. I have a ways to go, but here's to hoping. Meow. I'm just a baller. Okay. I don't actually remember where I'm going. Alright, I'm going through the thing. Back area. After I defeat the final guy and I get out of here, I'm gonna get a divine weapon and then come back for Mrs. whatever, Milady face. I don't know her name, but oh, so their light, their eyes stop glowing, and then you can kill them permanently. Dude. Dude. That's cool. I like that. Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir. There's a way down too, but check out the up area first. Nothing there. Wait. Wretch ahead. Tranquil walk of peace. Oi! Oh shit. I'm back here now. Is that where I was gonna pop out anyway? Hopefully. Cause I am done. I'm gone. Bye, bitch. Cool. Yeah, I'll come back and do the rest of this shit later on. How are his eyes still glowing though? Because I killed the necromancer. He should not be able to revive at all. How do I get back up? Oh shit, there's a ladder here. Ouch. I'll be back. I'll be back. Dude. Dead. Dead.
You again? There's nothing to speak about. Oh, actually, that crow flew off with somebody in its clutches. I think it was a man. Stranger things have... No, maybe not. I'm not up.
You care to... Oh, well.
Come on, bro. Come on, dude. There's no fucking way he really just said that. I'm trying to think, how did I get down to the area with the things? It was in the forest area.
Oh, so...
These miracles suck, by the way. Garbage! No illusory wall here. What's the point, though? Like, if we're being completely honest, what is the point?
Well, you need
anything first? Oh, so you can do it here. Cool. Okay.
get yourself killed.
I don't know what else I have to do, really. I'm trying to think. Where would I go? Check them out. I guess I could fight the beast in the forest. Yeah. Suppose I'll go and do that. Whatever that would be. What? Sick. What's the point of getting up there? Like... Can I wield this sword then? If I do this. Yeah, I can still swing it. Like, doesn't stop me from being able to swing it. No, the night guy's not back. That's just bizarre.
Is it not?
What the fuck?
Is it not so that thou art new? Thou fared well to find me.
I
But
guess.
comest thee not for the grave of Sir Artorius? My advice true. Forget this. The legend of Artorius art none but a fabrication. Traversing the dark. 'Tis but a fairy tale. Have thine own respect. Go not yonder knocking for nothing, I say. Well, indeed, I'm Alvina of the Dark. I command a clan of hunters who track down defilers of the forest green. What dost thou say? Oh, yeah? Aye, and now
Sweet. Another covenant. Let's go.
and here taketh this ring. If thou wearest that ring, it allows for thine summoning. If mine senses reveal intruders, fend them off, sir. I beseech only. I shall summon others who will by their honour work. Thou shalt receive great reward, and whatsoever ye shall pillage. A true, but thou must heed that the clan is thine own fault. Darest not in any attempt to double cross. Have no doubt, such wretchedness.
Doth it not be so? Dude, these bloodstains all suck. Oop. Uh-oh. Is that a... Oh, it's the wolf. It's, what's it called? Oh. This is a cool boss. Yo! This is a sick boss. What? The wolf's sick. Oh my god. What? The fuck was that? Okay. That just killed me completely. That doesn't seem very fair. Does it, sir? No, it does not, sir. It does not seem very fair. Oh my goodness. It does not seem very fair. Will these guys still attack me now that I'm part of the Covenant? Cool. Cool. I didn't realize this guy was here.
I've heard all about you. I'm Shiva of the East, captain of the Greek. Let's teach you the clan basics, as there's no time to accept. There is little in the form. Fight and hunt as you like. Whoever's fastest. Only don't forget. That's about it. Don't worry. It's a good old time. Great to have you with us.
What is that? Why is it all fucking white now? Okay. That's just not fair. Cheating. Cheating. That's what that is. It's fucking cheating. Cheating bastard. Fuck you. You piece of shit. I dodged. This game's lag is fucking... It would probably just be easier to fight it the normal way, to be honest. No. That's not my press. Press F, big man. F. Okay, there we go. How did that hit me? God, this character is so slow! I can't. Oh, yeah, fucker. That's just unfair. Okay. I haven't seen that one before. That's just not fair. How? Bro. Again! Cheating! Cheats. Once again. Fucking bastard game. Fuck. I hate this game. I hate this game. I hate this game. Ugh.
Don't worry, you'll be called hunters.
That's not fair. Cheats. I dodged.